Hello, YouTube! Welcome back to this Let's Play of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, where I attempt to beat the game with just the one ring. Now, where were we? We were outside the Doors of Pharros this time, after we beat the Scorpion as last session. Now I'm gonna go put some of these souls away. Although I don't think we'll level up, we'll probably just go buy some equipment for now. And by equipment, I just mean consumables. Such. It's, if we're lucky, we can get a rat bug. I've been using some of these consumables so far, so
Thank you.
won't hurt to stock up on some while we've got a chance. I'm offline at the moment, since my internet is doing something else of high traffic nature. But, under the circumstances, I think that's probably the best way to be when going through a Rat Covenant area. Because this is not a PvP-centric playthrough. And so, getting reverse invaded is just going to waste time, not really add anything. We'll have to deal with Bowman Guthrie though, won't we? Oh. Oh dear. This is going to go badly right off the bat. Well, I've learnt one thing. You can't hit those rats with normal attacks. Guess we're going to be using either throwing knives or a two-handed strong attack. Oh well. It was bound to happen. I knew if I could get Bowman Guthrie to come over here without, Nope. Not happening, apparently. This will be quite bad. Ow. And of course it could fire right through enemies, because why not? That's one thing I wish projectile users in this game could do. Just shoot through allied units. Because it's dumb. Okay. Now that he's down, just got this dual avalanche idiot to deal with. No one likes you, Bowman Guthrie. Nope. So much for my jumping attack. Nope. That was an odd error in my favor. Apparently he was so close to the wall, it just clipped into the wall. This guy isn't really much of a challenge when he's in melee range. Still don't like him though. Probably going to be a lot more trouble when we finally get to the rat boss, but because I'm not looking forward to dealing with a ton of these small rats. Nope. Stop that. Oh, got something for me? Nice. Up the ladder. We just need to get past all these Grims. Anvil guys. Whatever you want to call them. Grim warriors. It's too bad they're not particularly... like, sometimes they'll get me with it. Attack they do where they sort of just hold their attack, then suddenly bring it down. The rest of the time they don't really do anything. It's too late to be using the trap on me. I think. And this should be a trap too, but... as long as you get far enough away from it, it's usually not so bad. A mercifully short area in the grand scheme of things. Although there's things you can do here. It's just not going to do any of them right now. We're going to go straight for the boss. And I imagine this may take a couple of tries. Even though I'm quite powerful, and it's only new game, I have no reason to believe this will go well. Most likely I will be nice and toxic. The first time around. Yep. Oh, damn. Now can I recover myself before it's too late? Wait, I didn't have it on my hotbar. And yet... can you believe it? Oh, nope. Not yet. Underneath him is probably the safest place to be at the moment. Nope. Maybe I can convince him to kill the rat for me. While I try and get as much health back as possible. Oh, nope. I eventually died of all the poison. Well, that was a nice try. It's basically just a matter of luck. It's whether you can kill the rats in time or not. I think I only have, like, only my regular strong attack, and only the first one. If I combo it, it won't work, but, oh, like, I feel like that. Like, this is just stupid. Really. I was pretty much stun-locked that entire time. There's no reason for the small rats to be involved in this fight. I can only believe the developers put them there just to make this thing at least a little difficult. Because admittedly the actual boss is quite simple. They probably realized, the boss is a little too simple, don't you think? They're like, oh, boss is too simple? Well, we'll just have to add some rats, I guess. Nope. In my effort to get away from the rats, I got hit by the boss. This is just dumb. No way around this. I think my only hope is to try and kill one rat and then just roll right towards the boss. And use him as the shield. Come forth and save me, Vanguard. Oh. Nope. I got so displaced just then. Nope. There's just no good strategy to use. I can only hit the rats with one kind of attack. And it just doesn't hit them very well. And I can't stand near them for very long because I'll just get stun locked. How the hell should I do this? Being over leveled doesn't really help in this situation at all. Nope. Ah, and just instantly toxic. Takes pretty much no time at all for that to happen. Ah! Leave me alone. Die. No. This just highlights how badly designed this boss encounter is. Almost all bosses in Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2 in particular, almost all bosses, it is not really a matter of equipment which makes them difficult. Equipment can make them easier, but there's usually only like a couple of core skills you need to actually defeat any boss in these games. So things like just proper dodging, that kind of thing. You can pretty much beat any sort of encounter. This is like, you need to have certain equipment or resistances, and like, you need to be using a pyromancy thing or whatever, but if you're not using those things, you stand a very good chance of just instant death in this situation. Got it down to one rat, but I'm still in a very situation where I could easily be killed. I'm not very good at dodging his charge either. I'll admit that's my problem, but I still think, all things being equal, Ugh. Well, all the rats are dead. So now it's going to be a matter of, can I actually do this? He has a lot of the same blind spots as Sif, but he's less dangerous than Sif most of the time. Once those rats that are distracting me are gone, it's suddenly quite simple to just move around and do as we please. Look how different this fight is when there's no rats. Thank God, what a bollocks boss design. I defended this boss once. I said it's okay to have something like Sif in the sequel, particularly if it's just an optional boss. Those tiny rats can just go to hell. Ah! Shouldn't have hit me. This is a crappy boss to try and hit with such short attacks. It's like, gotta kill these legs. There we go. Oh, ah! And then there was vomit. Oh well. As unpleasant as that was, it's all over now. Let us never speak of it again. Got hollowed pretty nicely just then. Yep. Well, 2 hits would be enough. But I guess not. Seems like a good enough time to use one of these. Since I lost a lot of lives to stupidity there. On the other hand, that was one of those bosses that was always like, do I really want to do like a fist-only run or a Cestus-only build in this game? Because that boss is so annoying. Yeah, at least you can do it. It's not completely impossible, it's just a bit RNG goddess, basically. If luck smiles on you, it won't even be a big deal. Otherwise, it'll be an enormous big deal. There's Gavlan. Now this might be a good time to spend some souls. Yes, he sells unlimited now. It's a good time to pick up some poison daggers just in case I need them for later. Please die. There's no reason for that attack to miss when he was throwing that axe. I feel like he temporarily got an invincibility frame for his attack that he didn't need. Yeah, at least you guys are easy. I wonder why they made those the smaller Grim Warriors so rare. There's only like a couple of them in the entire game for some reason. Thank you. And we should get to the campsite. I will most definitely not be doing a pickaxe run this time. It's annoying enough as it is. In fact, I might just ignore the campsite entirely. Not particularly relevant to what we're doing. We're just trying to get down to kill Freja, I think. Part of me's like, yeah, you should kill the Mimic and get the Dark Armor, but you know what? Side questing really isn't too important this time around, I think. Oh dear. These guys are not that weak. Oh. I think I must have been locked onto the wrong guy there. It didn't feel like I was locked on, but couldn't really change my targeting on the fly just then. Now, since this is Scholar of the First Sin, the spiders up ahead are all afraid of fire. And I might be using that to my advantage a little on the way down. I feel like when it comes to the boss though, I should probably try and do it without the torch, because it is insanely easy mode with the torch. Almost to the point where I don't feel like any handicap would be enough to make up for it. It's very good if you just want to rush the boss and don't really care about other things, but I feel like we should at least give Freja a chance to be annoying this time. To be even as remotely as difficult as the Royal Rat Vanguard just was. Freja really needs her spider help. Oh. As usual, I've somewhat forgotten that the congregation is even a boss fight. But it is. Definitely is. I think one of those spiders will come off the wall. Yep. Yeah, they die easy. And to regular attacks. Not like you really need to do anything special. And boom! Oh. I'm going to stupidly screw up this one. Ah! You are not good at what you do. I just... Oh well. I think that should almost do it. Nope. There we go. Now I think I can relax. Oh wait, these ones on the floor are still pretty close to the ground. We're gonna have to do some ground pound moves, I think, yeah? Let's play whack-a-mole. Oh my god, this fight has the disgrace to call itself a boss. Seriously, this could have just been a room with these enemies in it, and nobody would have complained about it. Did not have to be a boss fight. I wonder if Mr. Partner sells anything helpful that we can put this paltry amount of souls into.
Something, yes, you, I regret together. But not you, yes, but
Yes. Just wondering whether maybe you have something consumable I can use. Oh, you know what? I can't say I've ever used
we must never.
torches much before, but, you know, maybe. Come to think of it, if I'd been paying attention during that last boss fight before the congregation, I might have been able to save myself some trouble by eating some common fruit. But I keep forgetting common fruit even exists. Because even though I'm naked and I don't have any equipment, using there are certain items that can boost my defense against certain elements, including poison. I just don't usually use them and forget they exist. I've never been one for using consumables during Souls games. Somehow I feel like it's something I would normally avoid doing. Because if you run out of consumables in any situation, then you just have to do it that way anyway. So, weirdly, my brain processes that dilemma as saying, well, act as if you're always out of consumables. And try and do it without them. It does depend how necessary the consumable is. Not like I went through Demon Souls without any grass, but it's just a weird quirk of my personality, I guess. Now, although there is quite a lot to this level, really no need to experience all of it. Probably do need the bonfire, though. Normally you can skip the bonfire, but if I die to Freja, this is going to be quite a... Actually, no, it's not that long a trip. Because the bonfire downstairs is kind of awkwardly placed anyway. I'm not really saving any time. If I just stop worrying about it and run through, I'll be okay. Down you go. My Titanite chunk. I will say just general exploring has been made a lot easier by the fact that you can avoid the worst of the spiders' attacks through torching. Oh, wait, what the? I'll swear to you, ever since I played Scarlet the First Sin, that is the first spider to even remotely pretend it was attacking me while I had a torch. They normally don't do anything of the sort. And all of a sudden one's just like, oh, jump at you. Oh, for that you all get to die. I don't think there's a red phantom here in new game at the moment. Nope. The one that used to be here was relocated inside the building. If you open up the right-hand passage, find him sitting in there. I do not know whether I wish to challenge him or not. Oh, there's a co-op phantom here. It's kind of neat. Not particularly useful or relevant, but neat. Fortunately, I have to kill these spiders. Otherwise, they'll come up behind me when I'm operating the switch. Which will not be pleasant. Stop running away from me. Stop it. Yeah, behind this door here. You open it up, there'll be a phantom inside. Nope. Nope. Try again some other day. Easy peasy. See if I can get down in a hurry. Yeah, beating Freya would be very easy if I resorted to the torch. So although I'm not strictly disallowing myself use of the torch during this playthrough, during the boss fight we'll give it at least a couple of tries where I don't try and use the torch. I think that'll make it more interesting. When I win, I'll feel better about it. Because otherwise, Freya is probably the easiest boss in the entire game. Even including the Magus congregation. I simply can't see her as being... Like, there's a very real possibility that Magus, with his shockwave, could kill me easier than Freya could. Because Freya has almost no attacks when there's no spiders running interference for her. Almost nothing that any of them can do. And I'm sure a lot of people would say, well, you know, adding enemies to a fight doesn't make it interesting, and I'm like, no, it did make Freya interesting. Freya's moveset without the spiders is very slow, very predictable, and very exploitable. Which is entirely why the spiders were there in the first place. To give you two things you had to manage while you were fighting her. Because if it's just her, it's basically a nothing fight. I better make sure there's no spiders in this room. The other thing that happens is, if you do win the boss fight, then suddenly spiders start coming in through from this room into the boss room, and it's really lame to die to a spider after killing the boss just because you didn't see it. I had one of them follow me all the way to the primal bonfire and hit me while I was like lighting it, and it was a very strange situation to be in. Now I do think we have to... Nope. Nope. Do appreciate your moxie though. Gotta make sure that we have... Firebombs just aren't useful here. If possible, we should stick to things that will actually help. Eh, why not? Can't make it any worse. Hopefully this should go okay. But if it doesn't, it's because I need to get good. Get good, scrub. I don't have severe acrophobia. Arachnophobia. Saying it wrong, but you know what I mean. But still, I can see how this would be an unnerving scene to have to look at. I feel like Freja isn't really a spider though. It's more like it's like a small spider on top of a big spider, or some other ridiculous combination thereof. And kapow. The other things about the spiders in this fight is that they're very unaggressive in the grand scheme of things. Like, see, they're not really coming at me or anything, they're just sort of flaking around over there. See, why would this boss fight need a nerf? It's already rather pitiful. The fact that the spiders could attack me means I have to be careful. If you hold a torch in this boss fight, you don't have to be careful at all. It's complete nonsense. Or Freja. Oh, see? Because the spider attacked me, I now have a slight problem. One of my attacks got cancelled. How terrible for me. Oh. Hey, look, Freja's doing something interesting, guys. I should probably stop calling her Freja. That's not her name. Her name is Freja. I think. I probably have that wrong too, but whatever. It's close enough. I don't really want to go over there. There's a lot of spiders there. Hey! Might actually have to work at this one. Oh, the pain of actually having to try hard at this boss. Scissor attack. See? All we're left with in the end is a few spiders to kill. And apparently we did it all in one go. Not going so badly. Give me a great sword. Slimy pale dragon thing. It's a cool setup, seeing a giant dragon inside a big spider web. And they've changed where what's his name's body used to be, so we don't have to fight anyone just to light the bonfire anymore. And you didn't really stand a chance to begin with. Oh well. We have defeated all 4 Lords. Oh, crap. I completely forgot about this. That scared the crap out of me. Oh well. So we're talking to Aldia first too. Damn it. Like, I knew what was coming. I still forgot.
No one has come this far. Not for a very long while. Your Honor, do you wish to shed this curse? Then accept the fate of your ilk and face the trials that await you. And yes, you have already joined the Crestfallen. Young Hollow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world, or destroy it. Only a true monarch can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far, and yet your journey is far from over. Outgrown Hollow, have you what it takes? Truly?
Well, I have a ring.
Young Hollow, seek after Vendrick. He who... The Vendrick is a fledgling hunt.
Yeah. See if it has what it takes by the end. Anyway, let us return to the Farfire. Well, that was a fairly productive video, though. Technically, I got through 3 bosses, but we won't count the Congregation, we'll call it 2.
You are bearer of the...
Yep. Yes, I am blessed with myriad souls. I say level 100 isn't a bad number to go on, going up to the Castle Vendrick. Because there should be a fairly nice spike in difficulty when we start going up there. The problem with this 4-way setup they have with the 4 Lord Souls at the start is they're assuming a relatively equal amount of difficulty for each one. Alright, I get my 100 agility now. Cool. All good. Well, thanks for watching. It was a little longer this time, but got a lot done, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll finally start heading up towards Castle Vendrick. See you then.